Emmanuel Rudolf, we need to talk. We need to talk, Emmanuel Rudolf.
Yes. When someone calls you in the middle of the night and tells you we need to talk, what comes to mind? Kindly answer in the chat section, please. I would love to hear your thoughts. Yeah. Good one. Okay. Mm, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Anyways, thoughts, masters, and guests. It all started when one of the founders of our business was dreaming about connecting Africa to the world, and the others, they wanted to give the people they knew and loved everything they ever wanted or needed. We were three founders. We had Slav, which is short for Slavomir, we had Will, and I, Emmanuel. Slav was more of a unstable genius who, theoretically, had the answers to the most pertinent and difficult business questions. Will was the Cambridge-educated ex-doctor turned software developer, and I was the guy crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and would also happen to be a bit of a visionary whenever I wouldn't be on phone calls or on Zoom meetings with potential clients and business partners. The initial plan was to develop a website where people would go and search for everything they ever needed, just a bit of a search engine, if I may. And users would come to us. They would post a description of an item and a picture as well. And we would go look for it for them. We would show it to them, and once they're happy, once they are happy and they give us an approval, we would charge them a finder's fee. And then we would either share with them a location, a phone number, email address, or URL, a website link where they could purchase this item. We were testing our business before COVID-19 knocked on our window in 2020. And with the COVID imposed lockdown in the UK, we ended up in a tricky situation, such as asking a 6-month-old baby to run while it cannot walk. Will's feet were planted in the UK because that's where his old world was. Slav was contemplating on going back to his home country, Poland, until the lockdown was lifted. And I, being the visionary that I am, I was thinking about a pivot. I thought, why not, instead of a search engine, why don't we offer Kenyan businesses an opportunity to source and import products from British suppliers through an online marketplace or a website, if I may? And I remember thinking about launching operations in Kenya, and I started envisioning connecting Kenya to Europe and Africa to the world, all through this one website, this one platform. So during my 2 months of lockdown, I developed a plan which I dubbed my master plan. It was quite a Herculean task, if I may, because I lived such as a ikikomori. I did not see the sun, and the sun did not see me. And every night I would burn the midnight oil. And once I was finally done, with my master plan, I scheduled a video call with my co-founders to discuss the future of our business. I was so excited to tell them about this idea. And to create a bit of sense of urgency, I called them. I said, hey guys, how's it going? We need to talk. And I hang up. I didn't let them answer. And none of them were patient enough to wait till the next day, so we ended up having the video call a few moments later. It was very good to see my boys, honestly. After 2 months, Slav was in Poland. He was living his best life. It still confuses me till this day because I expected to see a bit of snow, but nah, he was wearing sunglasses, he was relaxing by the poolside. Will grew a beard, and he could easily be mistaken for one of the 12 apostles. And as he was speaking, in my mind, I was like, hallelujah, hallelujah. And anyways, I ended up growing an afro and I looked very exhausted. And I remember showing a picture to my older brother and he said, wow, You look like Jimi Hendrix's zombie. So, anyways, I started disclosing my plan, my precious master plan about pivoting from a search engine that we created to an online marketplace where Kenyan businesses will be able to meet and trade with British suppliers. And I told them about these short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals I had in mind. And here, let me share them with you as well. The short-term goal was to acquire and to secure 5 Kenyan SMEs as returning clients in the next 3 months. Our midterm goals were partnering with the Kenyan freight forwarding company so that they could facilitate the shipping, the customs, the clearance for our users, and also partnering with a financial institution to enable us to offer escrow services to our users because we're in Kenya. We have a fear of digital fraud. Therefore, through escrow, we could build a bit of trust, and it's a bit like pay on delivery, if I may. And that was planned for the next 12 months, the next year. And lastly, our long-term goal was to establish ourselves as the one-stop shop solution for all Kenyan businesses seeking to import something from abroad in the next 5 years. It was a very it was a very difficult conversation to have because at this point we all wanted different things. Slav, being the unstable genius that he stopped believing in the vision, and there he was. He sought for employment. Will rekindled this flame for an old um, charity donating app that he was developing in stealth. Stealth is basically in secret, in terms of the startup lingo. And I wanted to pivot. I did not care. I wanted to go back to Kenya and make this work because it was time for us to have a platform that we could be proud of. That's how I thought. But to say the least, spoiled milk is still white. To be fair and to be correct, I'd say the plan was this search engine where people would find everything they ever wanted. We tried it, we tested it, but then COVID-19 showed us who's boss and it slapped us straight on the face. It was a bit of a KO because we could not stand up. And the outcome, which I'm sure, most people look forward to hearing, as often it is said that nothing ever goes as planned. The outcome, which is sad to say, was more of a damaged one, a negative one, because we ended up having damaged relationships. We went from talking to every day to not talking, perhaps maybe twice a year. More of Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. How's it going? How's the family? And that's where it ends. And to be honest, looking on the brighter side of things, I am happy for my boys because we're all doing things we want to be doing. Slav is still seeking for employment. He has 1 foot in the UK and 1 foot in Poland. So if there's a lockdown in the UK, he goes to Poland. If there's a lockdown in Poland, comes back to the UK. And if there's a lockdown in both, I think he might just jump in the air and just block himself up there. I don't know. Maybe he'll grow wings. And Will went back to looking like a baby. And I am here delivering the speech to you. I should have said this earlier, but Sema, this is for you. I wish you a wonderful and happy new year. More grace to you and all your family members, and a lot of success in everything you do. Over to you, Mr. and Madam Toastmaster. Thank you.